Hello. Welcome to another dumb show. We are officially live. Not back officially, but I'm doing a little audio video test, some camera tests here, figuring things out. 1-844-HIT-DUMB. That's 1-844-HIT-DUMB. Can't do audio and video tests if you guys don't send if you don't call. So give me a call. 1-844-HIT-DUMB. 1-844-382. I think? No. I don't know. I can't remember the actual one. 844-HIT-DUMB. I'll have that ready next time we go, but you know how it goes, guys. Just trying to get this thing up and running. I'm trying to get this social ticker to work, and for some reason it keeps doing all this weird stuff that I can't really quite figure out yet, so I have to get that figured out. This monitor switch is not going to work with that over there, so I'm going to have to move the camera probably to get that monitor figured out. But again, I appreciate you guys bearing with me. If you are watching live, give me a call. I need to do an audio test, and if you don't call, I can't do the test. So, again, 844-HIT-DUMB. Old habits die hard, guys. You know how it goes. Let's see. Camera looks spectacular. I'm trying to figure out how this thing works. I thought they were automatically supposed to load all these comments so you guys would be able to watch and see all your live chat comments pop up in this ticker thing, but it's only doing some of them for some reason. I haven't quite figured out why. I knew somebody was going to ask that question. That's funny. Diz is asking, where's that door from, or where's that door go, and why is there something in front of it? Well, because we'll get more into where this is all set up and everything, but you got to move stuff around occasionally, and that door's a closet. And I just have something put in front of it right now because it's just easier. So that was, if you're wondering what I'm talking about, that's the door there. Normally that thing's not there, but it was just easier to put there for now while I'm doing this testing and all that good stuff. So I'm not seeing the phones ring, so either nobody's calling or the phones are broke again. I don't know. 844-HIT-DUMB. You don't even need to go on for long. I just need to get you on for a second just to make sure that these things are running properly. If you want, you could shoot me an email, and I can get you guys up on, I can get a vMix caller up. If somebody wants to come on a video chat, you can do that. So shoot me an email at anotherdumbshow@gmail.com, and I will try to get you on there. It looks like we got somebody calling in. If I had to guess, I know this Virginia number. Hi, you're on Another Dumb Show. Who's this?
It's Grassler. What's up, Dom?
Hey, Grassler. What's up, dude? How are you?
I'm good, man. Hey, while I have you, it was just Memorial Day weekend. What was your fat guy move? What was the grossest thing you ate?
Ooh, it was actually last night. I love these questions. This is perfect. How do I sound, by the way, Grassler? Okay? Can you hear me okay?
Pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty good. I can hear you fine.
Little quiet? What do you think?
No, you're
No?
good. You're good.
Good? All right. That's what I like to hear. So last night I went ham on some cheesesteaks. I got a large cheesesteak, extra shrooms, and then I got a regular cheesesteak, extra shrooms, back to back. So I didn't do any barbecuing or anything like that this weekend. It's kind of a long story, but we'll get to that one of these days. But Grassler, it was a lot of cheesesteak.
Did you have any sides or just the cheesesteak? No fries? No,
four mott sticks. I'm not a big, huge fry guy anymore. Potatoes seem to be tearing up my stomach lately, so I moved over to mott sticks for my side. But yes, I went really heavy on the cheesesteaks. I mean, I must have eaten 1.5 foot of cheesesteak last night. It was pretty disgusting. I loved it, but it was pretty gross for everybody else. So, Grassler, how have you been?
Cool, man. Good, man. Glad to see you back. Looking forward to it.
Thank you. Good stuff. So I'm glad to hear everything sounds good. Thank you for calling. It's very helpful. Obviously,
yep.
I can't do this without other people calling. So,
you want to throw me on hold and see if I can hear you on hold?
I was just going to say, I'm going to throw you on hold. Make sure you can hear me on hold, and then I'm going to have somebody else. If we can get somebody else to call 844-HIT-DUMB, we'll see if we can get you guys conferenced, and I think we'll be good to go after that, and then we'll be ready to rock. So let me put you on hold, Grassler. I'll be right back. Hang on. All right. So I'm talking. Hello. Welcome to another dumb show. I'm another dumb show host. I see my audio and video are already lagging. I have no idea why that's happening. That's literally the very first time that's ever happened since I started doing this. I do know there is a spectrum issue in the neighborhood, so I'm hoping that that will go away quickly. And that was just some sort of glitch or something. But I do see that you'll see we are live from Studio Struts. Thank you for joining us here on Another Dumb Show. I'm Another Dumb Show host. The phones are already ringing, 1-844-HIT-DUMB. That's 1-844-HIT-DUMB, 1-844-448-3862. I just realized that I was doing a whole recap that I was playing was telling everybody to call. I apologize. So thank you to those of you who were trying to call in. I wonder how everything sounds. Let me pull up the chat over here on my side just so I can kind of get an idea how things are looking and see how you guys are, what you guys are saying. Somebody said already a lag like the old show, but I think I got it. Somebody said it's so quiet. Okay, that could be the microphone. So let's give a little more boost on my mics here. There were a couple changes I made with some sound, so I can give you guys a little more audio. Let's see if hopefully that makes it nice and loud for you guys, and you can hear it okay. Again, I am Another Dumb Show host. Welcome. I'm so happy to have you guys all back with us. Let's just grab these calls since we have these calls here and I pay for these damn phones. So I'm going to grab these calls and we will make sure everything is up and running. Hi, you're on Another Dumb Show. Who's this?
Hi, Dom. It's Grace.
Hi, Grace. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I am
very. Hear you.
Thank you. It's good to be heard. Is everything going well with you? So thank you for being one of the first people to call the new official Dumb Show, the 2.0 or whatever people are calling it at this point. I've gotten a few different names for it, but I'm just trying to roll with it. So if you guys see me looking down at my screen, by the way, sorry, Grace, I'm distracted right now because I have all these buttons that I'm still getting used to learning how to press and turn on and off. So you'll have to bear with me. But Grace, thank you for calling. Did you call because I was asking you to call earlier, or do you have something you wanted to call about?
That, and I just saw you on Instagram that you're going back live, and I got excited. So
thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Grace?
Well, have good luck.
Thank you. I appreciate it. So far, so good. Everything's up and running. I'm pressing buttons. They're working properly. That's great. It's just going to be a little learning curve for me being able to talk, press buttons, and do all that at once. So I appreciate everybody bearing with me as I do that. So hi, you're on Another Dumb Show. It's you, 195. It's you. You're on Another Dumb Show, 195.
Hello, Dumb.
Yes, what's up, dude? Who's this?
Dumb. Hey, this is Jerry.
Hey, Jerry, how are you?
I'm doing just fine. How the hell are you, man? It's good to have you back.
Thank you. I appreciate you saying that. It's good to be back, man. What have you been up to?
I tell you, I missed listening to you. Well, right now I'm out of work because the place I was working at shut down.
Mm-hmm.
So I seen that you were on, and I'm like, oh, cool. I got something to do with my night now that's actually going to be fun.
Right on. Well, I'm glad to hear that. I'm sorry to hear what happened to you. I'm sorry you lost your job. That sucks, man. Are you riding the unemployment bus now, or are you trying to find something else?
I got the unemployment bus right now. I'll be starting a job here next month when the place opens up because there's a new place down here. I live down in East Liverpool. Okay. So they got a new place opening up here, so I'll be working there.
Awesome. Well, good for you, Jerry. I've been down to East Liverpool before. My buddy actually, he had a grow house in East Liverpool. So we would go down there and I helped him board up all the windows and get everything ready for his grow house down in East Liverpool about 20 years ago. And then right as everything flowered, somebody came and stole all his plants. So it was a complete and total bust for him. So, but I got a laugh out of it. So, well, dude, I hope the new job works out for you. What do you do?
I work in the kitchen. I do a little bit of everything. Dishwash, cook, prep cook, all that.
Nice. Now, you're not that weird type dishwasher that works at the restaurants, are you? Because every restaurant has kind of a goofball dishwasher and then like a normal dishwasher.
I'm a little bit of both. I have some goofiness in me, but I have the serious side too.
Well, if you like me, then you probably are a little bit goofy. So that I appreciate it. So kindred spirits, my friend, or souls, or whatever that phrase is.
Hey, I appreciate it, man. Good to have you back, and I'm looking forward to it.
Thanks, Jerry. I appreciate it, man. Good luck with the new job. Let us know how it goes.
I sure will, man. Have a good one.
All right, bro. Thanks, man. Okay, cool. So a couple people, I'm kind of peeking over at the chat here as I'm answering the phones, and I'm seeing, I think somebody's saying the phones are a little low. I have, let's try to give you a little bump on the phones. I'm going to boost those. Ooh, those are already boosted pretty high. I don't know how much higher I can go on the phones without making them sound kind of wonky. But we will see how it goes moving forward. So, like I said, we are back with another dumb show. I do have Mikey's going to be jumping on with us at some point here in a little bit. He was doing his big Mikey from Rochester. You guys know him from the old show, and he hopped on ADS in the first version of it. And we'll kind of go over kind of what happened to the old show and what I've been doing over the last 8 months here as we go through today's show. But Mikey's going to be joining us. He is currently bowling. He's trying to get that big 300. He's in a bowling league up in Rochester. And as soon as he gets home, he's going to hop on, and we will go from there. Alexander's already thrown into the chat. He said, have a shot of whiskey, scotch preferred for me. Cheers all. Thank you, Alexander. I appreciate that. I don't have a fancy super chat or super fan bell dinger thing or whatever yet, but I will get that up pretty soon. It's on my list of things to do. Richard asked, oh, by the way, we will probably have to take a break around 9:15 or so. I know that's like literally right after we start, or maybe not. But I have I got my delis on the way. Got some drinks on the way. So I wanted to just make sure that I got to have something to drink with you guys with. You know what I mean? They're already trying to get me to drink scotch and smoke weed with you guys already. We haven't even gotten through the first 5 minutes of the show. But so yes, we're going to dive into kind of a little bit of what I can talk about with what happened with the last go around there when we first started at the beginning of June of last year, and then how things kind of ended up in August, and then now where we're at. Well, what happened in between? Why I've been gone so long? What I've been up to in between, and we'll break all that down. I was hoping Mikey would be on by now, but in the meantime, PJ Big Show says, "Dumb. Really appreciate the handwritten note you included with the t-shirt. Always had faith in you and bringing us great content once again." Well, thank you, PJ. I told you guys I was going to get those damn t-shirts out to you eventually. It was a lot of work, but we got them out. So I guess that's probably the perfect time to kind of pick up where things left off before. Or you know what? I got a couple people on hold. Let me grab these few calls that I have on hold, and then I will kind of move forward and let you guys know where I've been and what I've been doing and what to expect moving down the road. I'm going to try to stop saying moving forward. Hi, you're in another dumb show. Who's this? 272.
Is it me?
It's you. What's up?
Hey, Dom. What's up, man?
Hey, who's this?
This is Jake.
Jake, how you doing, man? What's going on?
Good, man. I'm just congratulations on coming back. Looking forward to spending some happy hours with you now.
Thank you. Yes, that's the plan. I was hoping to, obviously be doing it at 5 today, but little Buckaroo Shay had a baseball game. It was a makeup game. They have, most of their games have been on Saturdays this year, and they got rained out, so they moved one of them to tonight, or somehow I missed it in the schedule. Either way, no, I ended up leaving a little bit early, so I'm not sure if they got the win, but they were getting shelled when I left. I'm not gonna lie, it was like 7-2 when I left. So. Apparently I got there a little bit late because I had to help my mom out with something real quick, and I missed him getting a hit. So I was like, it killed me. So I started the show late, and then I ended up missing part of what he was doing. But anyway, to make a long story short, it's good to be back, and that's it. It's good to be back, Jake, and hopefully.
Hey, glad to have you back, man. We'll be watching.
Right on. I think I see you too, man. Thanks, Jake. And again, sorry if I seem a little distracted. I'm trying to get used to looking at the camera, looking at everything that's happening right here, and answering the phones. But I think I'm going to get it, actually, as soon as I get this all. It's actually not that much. Hi, you're on another dumb show. It's you, 061.
Yeah, that's
Hello?
me.
Hey, what's up? Who's this?
How you doing? This is Leadhead.
Leadhead. How are you? Long time no talk, my man. What's going on?
And I was just wondering if Allie and Dan are there.
They are not.
They're coming back.
I hope to have them back. I talked to Allie and Dan the other day. I've actually been in contact with them quite a bit over the past since August. And I know you guys have been going through a lot with the family. It's been, a lot of things going on with you guys, and a lot of, not like
my granddaughter.
Yes, I probably should have mentioned that. Yes, Allie is your granddaughter, and I know there's been, like I said, a lot of stuff going on with you guys and your family, and they have a wedding that. Oh shoot, sorry. They have a wedding that they're preparing for as well. So they have a lot going on. So
you're there.
yep, I am DJing their wedding. I'm looking forward to it. And again, I did talk to them about coming on. I just think they have so much going on between work and trying to save money for the wedding and everything else that I think they just kind of have too much going on, to be honest with you. So I didn't really pressure them about it. I mentioned to them if they were around and they wanted to come on, they're always welcome to. But I think they were just busy because I actually didn't even hear back from them. So I don't think they were blowing me off by any means. It might seem like it, but I don't think so. I think they were just, like I said, they got a lot going on. So Leadhead.
I know the few times I talked to Allie, she really enjoyed working with you.
Well, thanks for saying that. I loved working with Allie. That was great. Allie's a natural at this as far as I'm concerned. So I really hope to have her back on the show regularly as far as I'm concerned. So Leadhead, if I don't talk to you before their wedding, I hope that I will see you there, and you have an awesome night, my friend.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it, man. You too. Bye. So yeah. That was Allie and Dan. If you do not know who Allie and Dan are, if you're new to Another Dumb Show, the first go round when we started last year in June, I brought Allie and Dan. They booked me to DJ their wedding, and then I decided that I would go ahead and once you get to know people for the weddings, you kind of get an idea for the type of people they are, and I thought they would be pretty. I know Dan was into audio engineering. And Allie had done some theater work back in the day, so she was comfortable in front of people and things like that. So Dan reached out to me about doing audio work. So I grabbed Dan. By the way, if you guys are hearing squeaking in the background, that's Bean Arena got herself a new chew toy today. So she decided to really pick today to be the day to really go ham on it. Hey, Darla, Rini, yeah, you. You think maybe you could cut that out for a sec? Yeah, so that's the Darla cam. That's my dog, Darla Beans. Anyway, sorry about the squeaking, guys. I should probably get up and take that away from her, but she's just going to start barking. So pick your battles at this point. Anyway, Allie and Dan, long story short, they were on the show last go-round. And I am hoping to have them on around this time too, because like I said, I think they're both great and they did a good job. And speaking of people who did a good job on Another Dumb Show, the first go round is Mikey, my dude. How are you?
What's that?
What's up, my dude? I love it. You got a box of diapers behind you, a cat with antlers. Perfect timing. I love it.
I didn't even realize my cat was up there stalking me. I was like, what the hell is that?
It's so good to see you, my friend. How's everything going with you?
Good to see you too, man. This setup looks awesome.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm actually in my house. This is my living room. I went out of my way to try to rebuild the studio to try to look exact. Oh my God, this dog and that squeaking. Is that super loud? That squeaking?
A little bit.
Yeah. I'm trying to look. I got to look at the chats, see if there's anything. Anything, not so much. Anyway, where am I at here? My son's calling me. Too much going on at once. Sensory overload. Squirrel. Anyway, Mikey, I'm back. Squirreling. So the studio here, I'm calling it Studio Struts because my dad was kind enough to help me out rebuilding. And I'll probably explain to you why we got to this point, why I'm in this house as opposed to another place. We were in a studio back in August. We were in a studio. There was an incident that happened in the studio that the people who ran the studio were not thrilled that it was streamed live about. So we decided that it was best for us to go our separate ways after that. And we did. So the studio is obviously no longer there, and I went through a little phase of trying to figure out where I would do it from, and I was a little confused. Well, not confused because I guess maybe confused is the right word because there were so many different options I was considering at the time. There was obviously do it in the house, lowest cost, You do it in the living room, you just, or wherever in your house, it's the cheapest. But I don't have exactly a gigantic place. So doing it in my living room was a little bit of I'm literally looking at Mikey instead of looking at myself. So I was in my living room. I was like, I could do it here. It's lower cost, not a bad idea to do it here. But I like the idea of having the bigger space. Obviously, that would be the best bet, to have the bigger space and not have any issues or anything like that. And we could do more fun stuff. Not that I can't do fun stuff here, because I actually figured out a way that if I want to do something in the backyard, I can put the camera out there and I can run a little switcher remotely. So I actually have a couple of fun different things that we could do out back, little cookouts, and God knows if the paintballs break back out, you never know. So we might end up back there someday. I just realized, Mikey, I can still hear you. Sorry. I think I might have muted you, Mikey, if you were talking at all. I turned you out.
I was just asking, are you still at the same apartment that I visited back in the day?
Yes, I am. Hold on one second. I'm trying to figure out how I'm supposed to cut to you. I know I got a way to get you on with just me and you. There we go. There's both. Where'd he go? Oh, that's one thing I forgot to do. Hold on one sec. Hold. Dumb forgot one thing. I had everything set up except this one thing that I forgot to do. I was expecting to have Allie on, but I have Mikey on instead. There we go. That's better. Dude.
Not as pretty.
Who, Allie or you?
I said I'm not as pretty as Allie. Sorry to disappoint people.
Oh, look at this sweet talker. She's engaged. Easy, Tiger.
Yeah, I know that. We talked all the time on the show before.
No, I know. I'm busting your chops. So yeah, everything went down, kind of went sour. But we went separate ways at the end of August. At that point, I thought about rebuilding here, and then I was like, you know what? Let's talk to. I was at B1 and I were doing pretty good at that point in time. She seemed to be back all in. I don't know where I was. We'll get to that down the road. But as for now, we decided her credit was doing pretty good. She was making pretty good money, or is making pretty good money where she was working. So we thought, why not look into a house? We got a guy, Dylan Cerruti. You know I can get a hold of Dylan. Find him on his socials, at Dylan Cerruti. He's one of the official sponsor of Another Dumb Show. He's still in, guys. He loves me. Saw him at a wedding a little while back. It was so cool to see him. He was, Brady, my son Brady, he comes and helps do like some roadieing stuff. He'll lift equipment, and his mom will take him home or whatever. I don't know why that's getting all laggy. That is so weird. I swear to God, guys, I've done this before and I've done all these tests and I've never had it lag before. It's really weird. There must be a spectrum issue right now, because I know I talked to somebody else who lives around here and theirs was being a little bit weird too. So there must just be something going on right now. But having said that, I was trying to talk to Dylan. I saw Dylan at the wedding, and he was like, "Hey, once you get the show back up and running, man, I'm back. I'm in." So I said, "Screw it." I didn't even tell him we were going live or anything. I just put everything back up and put all the shit back on. So, oh wait, there's my beers, Mikey. Hold the fort for a sec. I got to go get my drinks.
I will hold the fort.
That means you got to talk.
Myself, but I'm yeah, I know. I kind of figured that. I can definitely see what's going on in the chat, though.
Oh, stop. Come on, that's enough.
I don't have a butt chin, no forearm. You can't be calling me Gia's father like that. What's up, Carrie? I see you in the chat. Oh no, Vanilla Charlie. Yeah, I don't know how to hold the fort down, guys. Dumb's the professional at this. I'm just here as a sidekick. I mean, y'all know I'm smoking. I'm getting ready to move into a new apartment or a new house. Yeah. Brep. I don't know what to do, guys. Dummies, lead me.
I'm at the door. I'm waiting for my booze.
Booze delivery. Ain't that the day. We got dispensaries that deliver here, though. What do you want to hear a story about? No forearm? No, wait. No, I don't even know what your name is. No fear. I called you no forearm. I should keep smoking.
Hey, we're back, baby.
I've just been reading the chat.
What happened? Oh, you've been reading back the chat? How'd it go? We getting skewered yet, or how we doing?
No, I got No Fear called me G as dad. I said that's not possible. I don't have a butt chin.
So I ordered Modelo's, and they showed up with this.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't know you were transitioning.
No, I'm actually not. I thought this would just be funny to get it. I actually got my Modelo's down here. I just wanted to get this to make you guys smile.
That was my beer choice. That's all I ever drank.
Oh, did you give it up? You joined?
Oh God, yeah.
What?
I'm 13 months completely sober.
Oh, that's right. You gave up beer.
Off
That's right.
booze,
Now, I thought you were saying you gave it up because of the Dylan Mulvaney thing that happened. I was like, what?
Yeah. Like,
that's not you. I didn't.
Dissuaded me from drinking.
That's why I don't remember you being. I don't think you would have really number one cared because I think you just liked your beer cold and wet. But certainly didn't think you were anti-trans or anything like that. So that was a little surprising. But good. I'm glad to find out it's just because you're sober. So 13 months now, going strong. Yeah, you there? Did I lose you? Oh, okay.
No, I was muting the mic so I didn't blow up everybody's ears.
Oh, gotcha. So yeah, 13 months going strong. How's that going? Is it hard? Is it hard every day? You got to work for it? Hey, we're live, but I'll call you back.
No, not definitely. At this point, dude, by the time drinking ended for me last time, it was so bad that it just every time I drank, I knew it was going to end disastrously. Like it wasn't. The fun was gone. The fun had been gone for probably 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
And at that point, it was just drinking to get loaded. And the more I drank, I mean, the last time I drank, I tried to fight my father. I pushed 2 lady cops down the stairs. I almost got arrested.
It sounds about right. Sounds right on par for you. I like it. Well, good. So life is kind of, I see you, looks like you're got a bunch of, what is all that stuff behind you, by the way?
It's everything that I'm my accumulation of shit. I went from living in a box to actually having things packed in boxes now because I'm moving into a townhouse next week.
Oh, nice. Good for you. Oh,
yeah.
Good for you. I
spent
living
a good 3 months looking for a house, and it's an absolute joke here in Rochester trying to find houses.
Well, that's perfect. I'm glad you mentioned that because that's right where we left off before my booze got here. We decided to talk to Dylan, B1 and I, and we were going to buy a house. That way I could put a studio in a house, a place that's bigger than this. And man, that dude, I'm not just saying this because he sponsors the show. He's awesome. That dude knows his shit. When we were going around looking at everything, at all these different houses, he would make fun of me because I would pick what he would call some dumb specials, which were like cheap houses. I was like, because I was like going way under and trying to find like maybe borderline fixer-uppers, but not quite fixer-uppers. And so, he was busting my chops when we were looking for houses. But he was so good as far as taking us like to all the different places, and like he would know if there's an issue with like the coding kind of stuff, like all like the little details, like he'd look at the pipes and be like, all right, these pipes look kind of old or whatever.
Yeah,
this electrical
age of furnace, stuff like that.
Yeah, well, that he'd know all that. He'd look at the furnace. He'd look for water damage. He was really, really good at it. And like stuff that I would like, I'm a dipshit when it comes to that kind of stuff. I'm like so not manly when it comes to like home ownership type things. I can like fix a few things here and there. I can tinker and kind of rig things together. But like looking at a home and understand whether or not it's like a nice place or not, I like, or if the foundation is bad, or I would never know what to look for. So thankfully,
I can pretend with the best of them. You know, I really could. But especially when I was looking at houses for a few months, I was more along the lines thinking of like, oh, where's the best? You know, oh, my man cave would look good in here, or you know, what am I going to do with all this extra room? And then the more I kept thinking about it, I was like, I don't want all the responsibilities you just talked about. I'm not the most handy person in the world. I work with my hands all day on generators. I really don't feel like taking care of my own shit. So that's why I decided to just go with the townhouse.
Yeah, the only thing I was not happy about buying a house was mowing grass because I was a lawn mowing slave as a kid. I
Your
mean,
PTSD from mowing lawns.
everybody else in the world loves the smell of mowed grass. I
Me
hate
too.
it. I hate
love
it more than anything. Can't stand it. It makes me I hate the sound of everything about it. It's awful. If I had my way, everybody would have rocks for yards. There would be no grass. Everything would be rocks. She moved to Arizona, I guess. But so we found Dylan. Overboard. We went around with Dylan, and God love the guy. We saw him in the morning on on a Friday or something, and we went to a couple houses, and they just weren't good fits for us. And then at like 4:30 at night, this house popped up I think it was on Zillow, and the only reason we found it before him was because he was on his way. I think he had just gotten in the car coming back from he was all the way way past out east, almost to Pennsylvania, showing a house. Because as you know, he specializes in lake houses. So he was probably up by the lake. But he made his way back. We called him. We're like, hey, we found this place. We really want to go look at it. And apparently we're able to get in and look at it tonight if we can, if you want to come with us. So this dude literally drives all the way back across town. So he went from one side of the west side of Cleveland back to the east side of Ohio, and then all the way back over to the west side of Cleveland again to show us off a house. So mad props to that dude for a job well done, because that house ended up being the one that we put a bid on. We did it. B1 got approved for a loan, and we went all the paperwork. They got the estimates and all that stuff in, and where we were was. The house we were looking at was it was listed as not the best neighborhood, but it actually was not a bad neighborhood at all. It was gorgeous. We were shocked. So we got some extra loan money offered to us for it. So it was the great fit. Everything was perfect. Spent all this money to get an estimate or whatever, the appraisal and all that done. And then we get to the underwriting stage, and for whatever reason, it just stalls. And we're like, what's going on? Why are we not hearing from you? And then they come back with something about B1 didn't average enough hours. So they weren't going to approve the loan. She averaged only 38 and not 40 hours a week. So they were saying that she wasn't technically a full-time employee. So
that's wild.
Well, literally what happened 3 days later, or maybe 2 days even later, that's right when they jacked up the loan rates. The Fed increased the loan rates literally 2 days later. So I swear to God, a memo must have come down at the bank, and they were like, look, put all these loans on hold. Don't put anything through that's even borderline or close or anything, because the house prices are going to go down again, and because the loan rates are going up. So we could just get this done much easier with somebody else. So pause it all or whatever. So of course, that's all speculation on my end. It could have just been what the lady said, and I don't know. But it sure did seem awful coincidental, especially since we made it through the entire process to literally
right at the finish line.
We're at Y on the way to Z, yes, and they pulled the rug out. So, I mean, she was out a bunch of money. That appraisal wasn't cheap. I mean, that was I think $600-700 or something. It was crazy. And I didn't really have any money because I had to dump a whole bunch of money into some other stuff, right? To be able to do this and get the T-shirts out and stuff. It was very expensive on my end. So that's part of the reason why she was handling most of that. So, and I'm self-employed, and apparently the way I have to restructure my whole business and show how I get paid in a different way. I didn't even understand that. I just thought you'd show your bank account and say, okay, here's how much money I make. And they go, okay, but apparently, and your credit obviously, but no, there are all kinds of rules about where your money comes from, and if it's from Venmo, if it's not an official business transaction, it doesn't count as actual income towards the. Yeah. I was like, what? That's how half customers pay. This is what people do business anymore, practically. So, unless I'm dealing with a corporation who wants, do a check or some sort of, they're paying a different way through the website or something. So. very frustrating to lose the house before we even had it. Before we even had it, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even know you. I didn't even know that had happened. The last time I remember talking to you, you had said that you had got the house and you were getting ready to go walk through it, and I mean, you were all gung ho. I mean, big plans for studio in the basement. I mean,
oh man, this
was talking big time.
It was so sweet. It was this basement. It was a little bit older house, but the way it was designed, the basement was the entire size of the house. So there was so much room to do whatever we wanted down there, and like, I mean, it was really long. So, I mean, there's stuff to do, you know, if you want to do races or throw stuff or, you know, paintball or whatever. There's plenty of
back out.
Baby Maker, God love you. Thank you. Appreciate the donation in there. Oh, by the way, I don't know if you guys saw this. I don't really even know how this works, but YouTube recommended to me that I should create a membership option. So if you can officially join the channel and become a member, and I believe one of the perks you get is you can do cool stuff with emojis and pictures in the chat. So there's some fun stuff in there. I think it's like tier based on how long you've been a member. So I think everybody would start with the same picture, and then you could start adding more on or whatever. So
yeah, I pay for a couple subscriptions on YouTube.
Okay, cool. Well, I didn't even really know that was a thing. And then I was watching Pat McAfee show and saw that they had a thing you could join. And I go, what is that? And then I happened to log on mine, and it said, hey, you should recommend you do this for your customers or your viewers or whatever. And I'm like, okay, cool, I'll do it. So I think it's $1.99 a month if you guys want to join. God love you, because these phones and this overhead for this stuff ain't cheap. Ask my dad.
Hold
on,
I'm about to join that shit right now.
All right. Well, you're on the show, Mikey. You don't have to join, but hi, you're on another dumb show. 409. Who's this?
Who, me?
Yeah. What's up, man? Who's this?
I'm the paintball guy.
Oh, what's up, Brad? Right?
Yep.
How are you, man? How's it going?
Good.
I still
bringing up this paintball thing, so I'm going to see somebody else get shot.
Well, I don't know if tonight that's going to happen, but it's still your paintball gun is still sitting here, warmed up, ready to go for the next time I want to shoot somebody or somebody wants to have a fit and blast me.
I've never been shot by a paintball.
Oh, perfect.
I don't know if I want to see you get shot again because you freaked out the last time.
I did kind of lose it a little bit. Well, I wasn't expecting somebody to do that to me. Yeah, it hurt like hell, as a matter of fact. So, all right, Brad. Well, yes, the paint
squarely on
the gun is here. We will get you guys. Yeah, it is your fault actually a little bit. Now that I think about it, you prick.
Oh, I'll take that. I will take that acceptance.
You'll take what?
Acceptance.
Oh, then I'm going to use it again? All right, cool.
No, I will take the acceptance that you got shot.
I'm not understanding what you're saying. You take the acceptance that I got shot.
Acceptance.
Acceptance. I think he started happy hour a little earlier than we did. It sounds like.
Yeah. It was a little while ago. While ago.
I appreciate it. All right, Brad. Thanks for letting me borrow that, dude. It is still here and safe and sound, and I didn't let my kids go break it and at their paintballing or airsofting or any of that stuff.
No, give that to them and let them shoot you.
Oh, I'm sure they would love that. They would probably love that. All right, Brad. Have a good one, dude. I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, bye.
Hi there. You're on another dumb show. 805. It's you.
Hey, Dumb, what's happening?
Hey, who's this?
I am the iPhone guy.
The iPhone guy? Wow. Long time no talk. Wow. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm
good.
Watching you live.
And how does it look and sound, my friend?
It's a little behind, but it looks all right.
It's a little behind. So what, my voice is a little behind the video?
Yeah.
You know what, man? I don't think there's anything I can do about that. I worked very diligently on that. I really think it's truly just a camera thing. And I have the fastest internet available where I'm at. So I don't think there's anything I can do about it.
Well, but
And,
no, but here's what I'm getting at. I think I'm the iPhone guy, and I think that your show's gonna make it, man.
thanks.
I really do.
I really appreciate that. It's nice. I'm shocked to see how many people are here, and how many people are participating in the chat. It's been really cool, and how many people already joined up as members. That was literally just kind of like threw that out there, and you guys are jumping on. So you guys really rock. I really appreciate it. So thank you so much. So if people don't remember iPhone Guy, what did you email in about? I don't remember what you emailed in about, but I remember you had signed it.
I emailed in when B2 hit you with the paintball gun.
Okay.
I said, you know what? I really appreciate that B1.
It's okay. It's all right. It's all right.
When B1 hit you with the paintball gun, I said, hey, you know what? I kind of appreciate that the host of the show is participating in the show. I meant that in a genuine way. I really did. And you told me to F the F off and get off your channel. And you really did.
I might have had a bad. Maybe I misread it. I read it the wrong way or something like that. I don't know. I apologize, but I don't remember it going that way. I'm going to have to go back and watch that. I don't remember it going that way.
I know how chat goes.
Okay. Well, either way, you had signed your email, and on the end of it, it said "sent from my iPhone," right? It was, and I was busting your chops for that, and that's why your iPhone guy now.
I actually don't think it was an iPhone. I think it was like my,
iPad,
whatever. But
okay. Well,
yeah,
either
maybe.
way.
But,
well, I appreciate the compliment.
For a long, long time.
Thank you very much, and thank you for saying that the show's going to make it. So.
I've been listening to you for a long, long time. I'm 20 years into the show. Back when you guys were syndicated in Cincinnati, everything that you did from, I don't want to say the old show, but the old show.
Yeah, it's okay. I got no problem talking about that. I think I had a bug up my ass before about it because the guys on ADS were kind of such big fans of the old show that it was like too RMG centric at times, and I'm just like, look, and I was trying to get away from that too much because I was still too fresh for me. It's been so far gone now for me at this point that I'm like, I don't give a shit. You want to talk about RMG, bring it up. I don't give a shit. It doesn't bother me. It's going to fall on deaf ears.
Don't be afraid to participate a little bit.
No, I will.
Don't be afraid to participate a little bit, because that's one qualm that I always had with Rover.
Yeah.
Was he put you guys in positions, and I don't want you to be that way, and that's kind of the thing that I had, if you're going to do some stunts, get involved a little bit.
Well, I think I tried a little. I was eating some of the stuff, and eating all that weird stuff is not exactly my forte, and we were doing the pink sauce and all that stuff too. So I was trying to participate, but I appreciate you recognizing that, my friend.
All right. Well, thank you.
iPhone guy.
Good luck, man. I'm going to watch you. I'm going to subscribe and get on the stuff. And
all right, cool. Well, I will keep coming back, and hopefully we'll make it past 39 shows this time. All right, bro.
And give us some updates on what's going on with your life.
I will.
I do worry about B1 and all that stuff going on with that. And I mean, I don't know all the ins and outs of it.
There's a lot of ins and a lot of outs there for sure. So I will definitely get to my relationship status with B1 and what's going on with her and what's happened over the past 8 months, because it's certainly been
a roller coaster.
Yeah. Yeah, roller coaster. That's a good way to put it, Mikey. A lot of ups, a lot of downs. It's been interesting. So I would yeah, so I guess
tornado.
It was a bit of a tornado at times, some torrid stuff happening. So it was a crazy few months. So we left off, I think, where I was at saying we lost that house. And then we moved back in here. And I guess that's probably a good time where that's kind of where it led with our relationship stuff. Right now, I guess we are officially labeled as it's complicated. I guess
That'd be the Facebook official status. It's
yeah. I
complicated.
mean, that would probably be the way to put it. I think she's listed as single at this point. I might be too, to be honest with you. I don't even know. I don't know if I'm going to go
me anxiety just thinking about that.
I don't know if I'm going to go all the details right now. Probably save that for another day. It's probably not something to dive into right on the very first show. I want people to keep listening and watching and not hate me. So
just sprinkle little details here.
Yeah. So we'll see what'll happen moving forward with that. I don't know. I actually tried to have a little conversation with her today to find out where we are and where we stand, what's going to happen moving forward, if we're going to happen moving forward, what. So didn't really get much of an answer out of it. So kind of right back where we always are in that sense. So
holding pattern.
Yeah, who knows? Who knows, man?
One day at a time. You know, you never know what's gonna happen. You guys got a lot of history, man. That's a long time of a relationship and a lot of history.
She is my official. I mean, my longest relationship. I mean, it was kind of weird when we hit that moment. I was kind of surprised, actually. I mean, it was by several years, actually. So
I was about to say, yeah, because Andrea was the
my ex-wife.
longest one before that. Yeah, right.
My ex. Well, yeah, roughly. I would say her and my daughter's mom were right about the same amount, probably. I'd say they were both
like
probably
5,
right
6
around
years, right?
6, 7, 5, 6, 7, right in there. I'd say.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't. I don't really guess I keep track of that stuff anymore. But so yeah, we have to see where we go from here. I'm not really sure what'll happen day to day. It literally is kind of day to day at this point. Like it was where we left off last time. I think that's literally why people were asking for when I was on RMG, people were asking for B1 updates all the time, was because we were kind of day to day and we weren't living together. She moved back in for a while. I think in May of 2022 she moved back in, just like. Or not even official. Was it officially May? Like right as the show was starting back up, like ADS started. Yeah. ADS started on June 13th of 2022. She had moved in right before
she had
that.
She had still had her other place, because
she did, which she kept for a long time. Which was the poor thing. She ended up leaving some stuff in there, and they threw her stuff away.
Oh no!
Yeah, so a lot of family heirlooms and things like that. I felt she felt so bad, for her let herself down kind of bad. She really felt terrible that she did that to herself, and she really beaten herself up about it because she just recently her grandma passed within the past month.
I'm sorry to hear that. I know she was going through treatments and stuff like that.
Yeah, it started in November. She was diagnosed with cancer, and she went through treatments, and then within the last month, she had a stroke, and within 2 days she passed after the stroke. It was, expected but unexpected. I mean, you know what I mean. When she had stage 4, so you know where they're at that point. But it just went from she went with that stroke. She just went from riding along to just gone, and her body gave up, and there wasn't enough oxygen getting to her brain and all that stuff, and so she passed away, and it was really sad. And so I feel really bad for B1 because she's really she's going through a lot right now. Everything that's going on with me, and then which is probably the bottom of the important list. But she tried to go get a new job, and the job fell through. She ended up she got really far along in the process, 4 interviews in, and then I think they ended up just going with somebody else. So, and then right after that, grandma passed. So it was just hit after hit after hit after hit for her. So I felt really bad for her. She's been really going through it. So I've just been trying to be there for her as much as I can.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's tough to hear. If she's listening, I'm really sorry to hear that, V1.
Yes, she's really she's going through it. There's really no other way to put it. She's going through it for sure. So
It's tough.
Yeah, it is. It is. So
She was real close with grandparents and stuff like that. That was
Well,
probably the toughest losses in my life. Were probably my grandparents' losses.
with her, it was, and not that anybody's grandparents' loss isn't a big one, but this was extra. She was extra close to her grandma because when her dad left her mom when she was really young, like 2 or 3 or something like that. And it was just her mom, her grandma, her, and her little brother. So just the 4 of them. And her mom, her grandma kind of was like the dad figure, but even, but not. So it's kind of like she had 2 moms growing up for a long time before her mom remarried. So super duper close to her grandma, and like almost, I would say, more like a parent passing than a grandparent type of reaction, if that makes sense.
That type of bond, yeah.
Yeah, they had that close of a bond, and her dealing with her grief process has been, it's been pretty rough. It was pretty rough. I went to the funeral, went to the service. She had they had an urn out for her because she actually didn't want a service, which actually I found interesting, was that they were like, well, we're doing it. we're going through with the service anyway, because you have a lot of people who loved you and cared about you, so we're going to honor you. So they did, and it was, you know how those things go. They had to earn out.
Yeah.
And poor B1 had to go up there and speak, and she's a pretty good. Yeah, it was. It was hard. She was crying. I mean, she's a good writer, so she did she's a surprisingly good writer. She really is. Not that, I don't know why surprisingly is, but if you don't know her, she's a good writer.
Tough thing. That's just a tough thing to do in general. I mean, writing a speech or doing anything like that. And,
yeah.
Especially during a time of loss like that.
I did kind of help her get her intro and kind of help her get into it. So, I'm getting some sort of thing saying there's an unhandled exception. I don't know if everything just shut off, Mikey. I don't know if we're on. I see the chat did just stop scrolling. Don't know what this is. Oh, I know what this is. So that is okay, never mind. So that was nothing. Don't worry about it. I'm not even showing that thing right now. It's that ticker bar that I pop up on the side over here. It was freezing up or something like that. So J-Bone.
Yeah, I was about to say, I love that little feature. I saw that in the audio testing.
I'll be honest with you.
I was like, oh, that's really kind of clever.
I'm glad you like it too, but here's the only problem with it. I have to actually physically
physically scroll it?
I got to send them. Yeah, and I thought there was a way that it would automatically do it, but for whatever reason, like this one that this guy just sent's pretty funny. Says it looks like, I don't know why it's not refreshing that. So I think the whole thing might have just turned it out anyway, so I don't know why I'm trying to show it to you. Anyway, I'll turn it off. But hopefully I can figure out a way to make that automate itself. I thought that it did that, but for some reason I have to like physically go through and send each one, which is stupid.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see the chat that way. I mean, I've only got the one screen right now, so the chat is, I mean, I can do it on the phone, so it's not that bad.
Well, yeah, Josh said that Mikey looks like he's ready for a high school wrestling match right now, which I actually agree. I feel the same way. The last time you sent me a picture a while back that was so funny. It was like, you looked like a caveman. Your hair was sticking straight up. You had a big, long ass, big beard. Looked like a Geico caveman.
Homeless. That's what life without another dumb show's like. You just really just let yourself go. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I did though too? That's the thing. Like when everything went down with the house, and she and I started having problems, I really fell into a depression. There's really no other way.
Shit.
No other way to put it.
You went radio silent on me. Not too often. Like even when I checked in on you, you were so short with your answers and stuff like that. I knew something was going on, and you were like, "We'll get into it at some point." And I just wanted to keep reaching out, but I know what it's like when you're stuck in one of them spots. You just don't want to talk to nobody. Fuck the world.
It was a really bad time because I was. I left out too. Got really. When I was trying to work up the money to rearrange some things in order to keep things going around. I got behind on my rent, and I almost got evicted.
Oh no.
So yeah, so thankfully I was able to work my way through that, but it was some help from my family too. So it was really embarrassing, and I got to the point where I almost said I'm just going to move back in with my parents, be the divorced guy, move back in with them, and try to save up money and get myself back to square zero and work my way out of it from there. But I like where I live too much.
Another dumb show from Bish's basement, man. That
Not
would have been
Bish.
dope.
Oh no, not Bish. Bish is still a hoarder. So there's nothing. I'm not even allowed in her house. If I go to my mom's house, I can't go in the door. And I love her. I'm not trying to bust her balls if she's watching. I love you, Mom.
I didn't know she was a hoarder like that.
Yeah, she'd gotten bad. I think she kind of got a little bit better, but she ended up. I don't know. I'm still not allowed in. I don't know. I don't know what the situation is in there. Her dog just passed away, so I'm sure there's not an animal, making a mess in there anymore. At least, so it's probably a little better. But I'm hoping that she's taking this opportunity. Yeah, but to her credit, she's doing great on other things. She's working steadily, and she seems to be okay. So, my mom's my mom. But no, so this was actually with my dad and my stepmom. I was going to move in there, which was shocking because I had a bit of a, I've always kind of had a strained, I hate saying strained relationship with my parents, but just kind of distant with my dad and my stepmom because they're 40 minutes on the other side of town.
Yeah, so you don't get to see them all that often.
They just don't come over here either. They just don't. They're East Siders. I live on the West Side. They just don't come to the West Side. Just don't for anything. Yeah. So unless somebody dies, that seems to be the only time I'll see them come out to the West Side. So I went over there when everything was going down with B1, and I had a real heart-to-heart with them about my relationship with them, and part of why I was kind of just feeling so down about everything and just kind of lost, basically. And kind of told them, look, I feel like the black sheep of the family, and I guess I think you guys love me, but I don't think you guys really like me very much. And they kind of said, well, we don't like some of the things you do from time to time. But other than that, oh boy, Mikey, I'm already in trouble. Here we go. Hold on, we'll get back to that. Hi, Mom, you're on another dumb show. Hello?
Well, hello.
Hi, Mom.
I'm here.
Turn your radio down.
Mom.
Turn the TV down, please. Thank you. Hi.
Okay. Hi.
What's happening?
Hey, listen, it's getting better, and you're going to be in this house sooner than you think.
Yeah, all right.
That's awesome.
Thank you for not calling and yelling at me. Thank you for calling with good news. That makes me super happy. You have no idea, seriously.
Yeah, and I think Mikey is a cutie pie.
I knew you'd love Mikey. You are right in her wheelhouse, Mikey. She loves that dark look, that dark hair, and the frizzy hair, and that Italian. If you were Spanish, oh man, she'd really love you. Italian's close enough for her, but if you were, am I right, Mom?
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
You love your
Thank you very much.
Well,
my
again,
courting days are about over.
That's wonderful news. I'm seriously, I know I'm talking over you, but that makes me very, very happy if you are truly getting things turned around. And because I challenged my mom about a year and a half ago that I wanted to have dinner at her house in 30 days. And she said, I'll do that. I promise. I've not had dinner over there yet. So I'm not.
Dinner's coming
soon.
I hope so. I'm looking forward to it because you're a fantastic cook, and I'm looking forward to having you order something in because I don't want to eat anything there at your house. Bye. Just kidding.
I was just about to ask you, what's the favorite meal that your ma used to make? But obviously it's takeout.
No, my mom is a great cook, actually. No, it's more of the germs.
Yeah, I got
I'm
you.
worried about
Yeah, the house in general.
the germs and stuff. But no,
Yeah.
Mike, are you just burning down? It looks like you're in a vape cloud. Are you just vape godding up in there?
Dude, I can't put a vape down. It's bad. I mean, I went from a pack of cigarettes a day to literally this thing is glued to my hand. I sleep with it. Like it's my binky. It's a really, really tough thing to put down.
Is it lavender or is it the nicotine?
Nicotine.
Oh, that's the new thing they call it. We don't smoke cannabis. We smoke
Delta 8.
No, you say lavender now.
Lavender. Oh,
that's what the kids are saying.
Oh, I didn't.
So
Okay.
I'm hipping you to that, Mikey. Yeah, man. You got to be careful.
I just ran into some lavender today. Like lavender, like the flower, and I sent a picture of it to my girl, and I was like, "What are these flowers? They're pretty. You should get them for your new house." And she was like, "Those are just lavender." I had no idea what it was. It smelled really good.
Wet Shoelaces just put up in the chat, Bish Street Radio Momerator.
Yeah, that was a surprise to hear her call in so quick.
I was actually surprised. Speaking of that, if you do want to call into the show, 1-844-HIT-DUMB. That's 1-844-448-3862. Give us a call here on another dumb show. I do see the chats going crazy. You guys are going ham in there. Derek asked what strain of lavender. Oh, it wasn't actually lavender it was lavender, not the kids' lavender. You saw actual lavender today. What a weird coincidence that I brought up lavender and you took a picture of lavender today.
Uh-huh.
We live in a weird matrix ass world, don't we?
Yep.
Speaking of that,
coincidences don't stop.
Did you guys see that there was this dude that came out, some guy named Grush or whatever? He was an intelligent official who came out saying that the United States has craft of non-human origin, quote, objects retrieved are of exotic origin, quote, non-human intelligence. Material includes intact and partially attacked vehicles. DOD cleared these statements for open publication.
Bob Lazar's been saying that for a long time.
I know. I love Bob Lazar. That's actually, it's funny. I had mentioned in the little audio test that I want to try to get, people on the show now and then. And that's actually somebody I would love to have on. Oh. I know he's a big get, obviously, but that would, in as far as, my world, but not like, I might as well get
starstruck. I'd have so many questions. I've listened to him in multiple interviews. I've read his books.
Yeah, I saw a couple documentaries with him that were pretty good. And he's, he knows his stuff, and he seems to believe the truth is out there for legitimately. They're there, and they're here, and they've been here, and the old ones with the stuff in New Mexico and the foil shields and all that crazy shit. It was, those are some good documentaries with that dude. So yeah, I feel like we're getting little drips. And they're like trying to make they already know, and they're literally just giving us little drips, and eventually they're just like to condition us that there really is life out there. Because if all of a sudden the ship just showed up
mentally for it,
exactly. Because if the ship just showed up, we'd lose our fucking minds.
That'd be wonderful. It'd be the looting. I mean, it'd be just like the movie.
It would be nuts. It'd be crazy. We'd probably end up blowing ourselves up before they even landed. All right, Mikey. I know you have to get up at 4:30 tomorrow, and
I do.
And it's let's do this. We're probably going to wrap things up here in a couple minutes. I think I'm going to we'll check in with the chat here for a little bit, and I will read some of these questions and yada yada yada.
I got a cat attacking.
What's happening? Your cat's attacking you? Video call full screen. Is it that one? Nope, wrong one. Damn it, that's Allie. Son of a bitch. Hold on, I can change that real quick. What did it eat your cord?
It's trying to. It's trying to eat everything on me right now.
That is the life I live here. I have cords fucking everywhere here, and they are. I'm constantly yelling at them and for getting into my shit. Drives me crazy. Oh, I did forget one thing I wanted to do. Check out what I got.
What you got in that bag? What you got in that bag?
I got this that Wagyu burger from Arby's.
Ooh.
Yeah.
A little official taste test?
Yeah. So
Let
if
me
you're gonna
live
do that-
vicariously through you because I'm eating clean right now. I'm back at the gym.
Fuck that. That's no fun. Who has
Oh,
time for
dude,
that?
it's fucking miserable, dude. I
Live
hate
your
it.
life.
I really
Live
do.
your life. What does that mean? Like no eating clean? Does that mean no white sugar, no white flour?
I'm not like
Nothing.
like really no bread right now, no fast food. I mean, I got a cheat day every week. I still got a problem with. I have a real problem with milkshakes right now. There's this ice cream shop around me that sells these supersized milkshakes. They're 44-ounce milkshakes, and they're fucking dude. They're just
That's
so
awesome.
good. It's custard. I just
Ooh, yeah, we have a custard place here that's really good. All right, so here's the Arby's Wagyu burger. I mean, it looks like your typical fast food burger. I mean, a little bit better. Got us a nice brioche bun, some shredded lettuce.
fast food Wagyu. I mean, this is
Pretty good sized patty though. I mean, that's pretty thick.
I thought that was a double patty. That's a single.
Single patty, pretty thick. All right, this comes lettuce, tomato, cheese. It's got yourself some onions, some pickles, and their special sauce, which is it's basically just Big Mac sauce. Let's be honest here.
House dressing, tomato.
Let's be honest. Arby's. All right, I'm gonna try to go with a spot that's not covered with sauce and stuff, just to try to get a taste of this meat.
Just the meat.
Mm-hmm. Where's she said? Okay, we're off to a good start. Oh man, look at that cook. We got a little pink in there.
That's actually pretty nice. You can see it.
Can
You
you?
got great detail on that camera. You really can.
It's not bad, huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got some pink in there. Boy, this is pretty good. Holy cow. Wow. This is damn good.
My mouth is watering like a motherfucker.
Live through me, baby.
Yeah, I'm gonna go eat some pineapple after this and cry myself to sleep. Hey, I was gonna ask. So, I mean, you're doing official taste testings again. So, post COVID, are you a super taster again, or
no? I can
It's
barely
gone.
taste. I can barely taste and I can barely smell. You want to hear something
It's
crazy?
gone.
Darla could take a shit on the floor right next to me. I would have no idea. That's how bad my smell is. It is so weird. It's,
So going into your
pardon me,
mom's
guys.
house
I'm
won't be a
pardon me.
problem.
No, mom's house. Mom's house sadly was that bad, unfortunately.
I'm sorry.
The last
Bish.
time,
I don't mean to pile on. I know you're listening.
yeah, I did some gagging last time I went in there. Not gonna lie, straight up gagging. It was bad.
I live my life in customers' houses, dumb. 5 customers a day for the last 17 years of my life. You can only imagine what I've seen.
Why do I always think you work on industrial generators and not like people's home generators?
Because I mean, after this long in the business, I can work on those. I'm certified to work on those, but my customer relation skills are so good, and my ability to sell maintenance agreements and accessories and warranties, I've backed myself into a corner.
Oh, you got a bunch
Because
of
I
my
excel so much at that. So
you got a bunch of my
they just keep
moms,
doing
and
that.
you come into their door and be like, "Yeah, come on in, have some lemonade," and you're like, "Okay, maintenance agreement time. All right, let's do it."
Oh God, dude, I got so many old ladies that request me every year. I got a few that I go to every Valentine's Day. I go to a few that I go to on their birthdays. Like, it's no joke. I bring them flowers.
That's awesome.
I
Good
know
for
their
you.
animals.
Well, there you go. Customer service. Good for you.
No.
All right. Let's see. I'm gonna read some of this chat stuff, and then I'm gonna wrap things up
Shane
here real
French,
quick.
Mikey, I'm very upset with you right now. Oh, get out of here.
Let's see. Dumb, do you watch baseball? Not really, because I don't have Spectrum cable, and that's like what the Guardians are on, I think. So every once in a while I'll catch something, but not very frequently. I watch my son's baseball a lot, but I only like playoff baseball, to be honest with you. Like the old host, the old show, Rover, I was the same. Like he would say that. I'm the same way. Playoff baseball is so much fun to watch. Regular season baseball, when I go there and drink beers in the sun and stuff, that's fun. But just sitting here on a Tuesday watching a game at 7 o'clock at night, I can't do that. I did that my whole childhood. That's always what my house was like. My dad and my stepmom love sports. So all they do is watch baseball and basketball and football all year long. That's always what's on. And then right now, in between baseball, they're watching NASCAR or IndyCar. So it just that's all.
Oh, this is one of my favorite sporting times of the year, other than football, is NHL and NBA playoffs. There's games since the beginning of May or the beginning of April. I've been watching games every single night.
That's one thing I never really got into was hockey very much. I like it, but I just never really seemed to get into it. I don't know what it is. I just was never.
I just enjoy watching playoff hockey. I couldn't tell you a name of any players that I like or anything like that. I just like watching grown men hit each other on the ice.
That's pretty good. All right. Let's see. Do. Somebody's asked. Finish telling about B1 moving out. Oh, she moved out. I don't know what else. I don't know how else to explain it. She moved out. She's got her own place.
That sums it up.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. So, Hannah says she likes the baseball now with the pitch clock moving it up a little bit quicker. I should probably check that out. Maybe with the
I've been to a couple games live, and it's actually changed. It's been a lot more interesting to watch it with the pitch clock.
Is it really? Is it moving a little faster?
Yeah, about a half an hour shorter. It's a lot quicker. I've enjoyed the sped up. I've been to 3 games live for our local team, the Red Wings, this year.
Okay. Wow. How is it live? Wait, you've been 2 games?
Yeah, I've been to 3 games so far this year. It's been pretty good.
That's fun.
Yeah, the 7-year-old, my girlfriend's kid, likes going to the baseball game, so I've taken him to one.
Oh, did you? Oh, you said the Red Wings. I thought when you said I thought you were talking about hockey again. So wait, because I think we went to that stadium when we were there, didn't we? I feel like
Frontier
on one of the trips to Rochester, we went to the minor league stadium there. I feel like.
Yes.
Okay, we did.
Mm-hmm.
I think I got in trouble because I drank too much.
I wouldn't be surprised.
That's why.
When weren't we getting in trouble when you were in Rochester?
No, always. We're always in trouble. Vanilla Charlie asks, what position does my son play? He gets moved around. Everything, left field, third base, second base mostly. That's about it. Tessa wants to know what NFL team did I end up rooting for this past season. I did end up going for the Browns, but I'd be honest with you, not really that much. I just found myself, I think my whole outlook on football has kind of changed, and I just like the NFL. Just
a fan of the sport now.
Of football. Like, I enjoy good football. And I don't know if that's from watching so many years of bad football with the Browns, but I just really I definitely still have a weird feeling about everything that went down with Deshaun and the way they handled it. I just don't like it. But so my connection to the team has gone away a little bit. But I still root for them. I mean, I'm still going to root for them over everybody else. So I guess I still root for them, the Browns, I guess. But
perfect. I'm just so proud and so happy you didn't jump ship to them piece of shit Bills Mafia fans.
You were loving life, weren't you, at the end of the season, huh?
Oh, that Bills game when we mollywopped them, I
Yes.
loved it. I got the T-shirt with Justin Jefferson's catch on it. I got another T-shirt with Josh Allen's fumble. I'll never let them live that down.
All right. I don't feel like talking football. It's just going to annoy me because it's not football season. I'm going to be mad because I can't watch football. So, Josh, email me again about that. I do. You know what, dude? That fell through the cracks, my dude. That's on me. Email me about that, Josh, and I'll fix that for you for sure. ADS Fantasy Football League, Vanilla Charlie, that is above my pay grade right now. I'm just focused on getting this moving and working. So once I get the website back up, I do have another web guy that I've been talking to. He kind of built a skeleton site, but I just wasn't able to really... it was expensive, to be honest with you. I just wasn't able to pull the trigger on it at the time because this has been a very expensive undertaking. Even though I got the help from my dad, this has been very expensive.
I'm sure you got all new equipment and
a lot, yeah, a lot of overhead, that's for sure. Mikhail says, "Dumb, I really just want to say you embody the virtue of perseverance and it gives me a lot of hope to see you again. Well, I appreciate that. It's been a long road to get back here. There were a lot of things that were frustrating me over the past. I mean, because I'll be honest with you, there were about 3 or 4 times where I was just about ready to start again. Maybe actually 2. 2 of the times where I was about to start again. I can't remember what happened. Some sort of technical thing happened where everything just stopped working again, and I had to start all over again. Because this is, again, I had to learn audio and video engineering, essentially. I mean, I know plugging cords in and making that work, but then making it all talk to each other in a digital sense has been a nightmare on my end. So it took me a while to learn how to do all that, and learn how to do this broadcast software and make all these graphics and all that stuff. So I had to learn how to do all that. So I hope you guys like it, because it took me a while to learn how to do all of it. Thank you.
I was so surprised, or not surprised. Well, yeah, I was surprised when I saw the audio test. I didn't even know it. For some reason, I didn't have alerts when you went live, so I didn't even see it. I saw some people post on a Facebook group that you had done an audio test, and I was like, oh, no shit, he's coming back. It was before you had texted me. And then just today, I figured I should watch that real quick just to get caught up real quick and how everything looked, and it looked dope.
Good stuff. Well, I appreciate that. So it did. It took me a while to get it going. So yeah, there was a lot of perseverance because stuff would break. I'd have to figure out how it broke, and then I'd get it reset and figure it all out again. Then literally, I was getting ready to go live on like a Sunday, or I was going to go live the next Monday, and then B1 broke the TV behind me. So not on purpose, not like she threw something and broke it. She literally just like moved something. Like this chair I'm on, it's like 2 feet away from the TV, and I think she just like backed up. Oh, and this was set up a little bit differently too at that time, so it was closer to the TV, and she just backed into it with the chair and broke the TV. So had to save up again and get more cash to set the TV up, and then I ended up doing a whole bunch of other setups because of that. So I was running wires and drilling holes and going through drill bits, trying to drill through cinder block like an idiot, and sparks flying. Oh, it was crazy.
We already talked about how handy you were earlier.
Say that again?
I said we talked earlier in the episode about how handy you are.
Not very. Ryan's asked, do you regret leaving RMG because you thought you would be answering phones in a closet, and come to find out that was never going to happen? New phone screener will never be in that closet. I did get a laugh out of that. I did laugh that I don't think I left because of that. I think I was asked to leave because of my reaction to that. So 2 very different things. But no, I actually just laugh about it. Like if I would have found that out, when we first did this go round back in last June, but like now, I'm far enough removed from all that situation that I just don't really care anymore. I don't know anything that's going on. I looked today because I didn't want to because I was looking for stuff to talk about, and I'll go look on iHeart on the podcast to see what they talked about, so I don't repeat what they talk about, because that's literally, I don't want to see in the chat. They talked about this on the show today. You're whipping them. I'm not in the mood for that.
Everyone would have that comment.
I'm not interested in that. So I'll find other stuff to talk about. I'm sure there'll be overlap sometimes, but my goal is to avoid that and have other things to talk about. But so regret, no, Ryan, I don't regret it actually at all, because I loved when we started doing ADS at the old place. I'm still very disappointed about the way things turned out at the old studio. But I'm actually thrilled to be back doing this. It's nice to, nice to be back doing it. It was nice to, in my talk with my parents, their support. They just don't like me being called dumb. My dad can't get over that. That's the biggest thing. If they called me Sean for all the years on that show, they probably would have supported me and fully with it. But my dad cannot handle that I allow myself to be called dumb. He hates it. It drives him up a fucking wall.
Belittling.
Yeah. Well, no. He thinks I'm just very intelligent, which, I'm not dumb, but I'm not like super intelligent like he thinks. Like I can learn stuff, but I'm not gonna get us to Mars, or whatever. So maybe I could. I don't know. But so in my talks with them and everything, I told them that this is my passion, because they're like, well, why do you do it? And I told them this is my passion. It's what I want to do. I feel like it's one of the only things I'm actually good at other than DJing weddings, and I can only do that 1 or 2 days a week usually, and I don't want to go DJ in bars on Wednesdays and stuff. So I like doing this. This is what I want to do. So, so Ryan, nope, no regrets. Still disappointed in the sense that it didn't work out, because it would have been nice that if it had worked out and I ended up, getting a paid a livable wage. And, I need to stress $13.85 an hour, guys. That $13.85 an hour. That's it's a hard pill to swallow. So especially when you go to Sheets and they have a thing on the door saying we'll pay you $17 an hour. So
starting
it's
$17 an hour.
Yes. So to stand there and take change for give change. So it was a hard pill to swallow day in and day out, and I think I've just squeaked a little bit too much. So they got rid of the wheel. So no regrets in that sense. Just regretful that it didn't work out. Christopher is asking, so is this the normal showtime, 9 o'clock? No, it is not the normal showtime. I'm aiming for 5 to 7 regularly. Should I have a baseball game for one of my kids? Really, that's the only thing, guys. I really have to try to prioritize them because they don't live with me. So when they have games or events or things like that, I always know that when my dad was at my games, it meant the world to me. So the least I can do is...
Absolutely.
Yeah, the least I can do is be there for their games, even if it's just for part of it. So the goal, that's why I went live tonight at 9 and not earlier at 5, because my son had a baseball game. So 9 o'clock will not be the regular time, but if he has a later game, it might be late. It's that's the beauty of this YouTube thing, is you can fire it up whenever you want. So it might even just be sometimes in the middle of the day. If I just feel like turning it on in the middle of the day and just talking about whatever's on my mind or whatever I'm doing, I might do that too. So that's, but the main idea is to go for, from 5 to 7, but should I get the urge, I'll fire this bad boy up whenever the frig I want. All right, let's see. Somebody said they asked you to leave, you didn't quit or get fired. Well, I mean, it's kind of the same idea there. It's asking you to go or whatever. Vanilla Charlie says, Maxwell started a podcast and decided to use his name, Pauly? Pauly? What is Pawley? Pauly? That's his name? Pauly? Huh. Anyway, okay. Like, Pauly? Is it like that how you're supposed to say it? Paul? Like a Paul? Pauly? But it's Pawley? Anyway, Maxwell started a podcast and decided to use his name, Pauly. How come you can't do that with your podcast? I could, but I thought it was cool to do the Another Dumb Show with the name. I just think it just kind of worked for it. So, yeah. Just trying to read this. Checking a bunch of weirdos. Proby saying SST is going to be... Oh, Proby's back with his just trolliness. I forgot. Okay, got it. Show tomorrow. Brep, yep, we'll be back tomorrow. Plan on being here at 5. Dumb sub to be one's OnlyFans? No, don't need to do that. And that's it. So, all right, guys. I appreciate all of you guys. No, Joe Hundos, yes. Yes, I do YouTube because it doesn't make any money. You're right. I do it for free on YouTube. That's right. So just decided I would invest all this money into it because there's no return on it. But no, that's actually the point of it. There is potential to make money here if we keep growing the show. So that's where you guys come in. Start spreading the word about Another Dumb Show. Let everybody know we're back. Mikey's going to be jumping on regularly, as far as I know. I think you said you were going to try to at least.
Yeah, so I've got really nothing going on. I mean, my quality of video and everything will get a little bit better. I'm just getting ready to move next week, and with the new place, I'll have a whole new room set up. And
it's not. Is
this
be
a backdrop?
I know you said you got a laptop. Is this the laptop?
I'm using my work laptop. I'm using my work laptop right now. I didn't have time to set up the new one yet.
It looks fine, actually. I mean, it's a little bit. I probably even with a little bit more light, it wouldn't look bad at all. To be honest,
I'm going to get a ring light. Well, we're not going to need
Don't
a
overdo
5 to 7.
Don't overdo it. We'll figure it out. So, all right, dude. Well, Mikey's going to be hanging out, like I said. So, again, that's where you guys come in. Spread the word about another dumb show. I'm back. Hopefully, we're going to have Allie and Dan back. I don't know what their schedule is. They'll be anybody who wants to come and sit here in the living room with me and do the show. We got a spot. We can go. They can sit right there. I'll tilt that camera up. Darla is. Oh, that's a extension cord, by the way. It looks really janky right there, but so I can charge my phone while I'm sitting there watching TV. But anyway, Bean Arena, Beans, Darla. Look over here. There you go. Hi, honey. Bean Arena will be here, but anybody who wants to come sit in here, obviously Dan and Allie, they're welcome to come hang out here. I should probably say goodbye to you, Mikey, before I just get rid of you. Oh, where'd that go? There we go. Mikey, thank you for coming and hanging out. I appreciate it. I know you get up at like 4:30 in the morning, so I'll let you get out of here. Take it easy, my friend. I'll see you.
Take it easy.
Adios, bro. Tomorrow. See ya. So there you go. Mikey said he's going to be back tomorrow. I'm hoping we can get Dan and Allie on. They can come in on video too. I got a bunch of boxes put together where we can get all 3 of us up on video or 4 of us up at a time. So that'll be nice. And as we progress, I'd like to try to incorporate you guys into, obviously with the phones, I love having you guys call in, but as we, get to know you guys more and more, or I get to know you more and more, and people that I'm comfortable with, I'd love to shoot you guys a link to possibly, come in on the video call too. It'd be fun to see. I love seeing into people's homes. So it might be, I could pick on your house a little bit too. It's just I'm not showing you guys anything except this and that. So trust me, you're not getting the rest of my house. No, I'm kidding. I might have some fun with that too. Actually, I'm actually joking about that. As soon as I get a couple more cameras, I thought it might be fun to kind of get a couple up around in here and just kind of go live a little bit, almost like a reality show, and just kind of give you the insight into my life and watch. Basically, just turn the fucking camera on, and if you guys want to hang out and watch, you can hang out and watch. I'll peek at the chat every now and then. But that won't be the main show. That'll just be maybe in the middle of the day. I'll just fire it up. Maybe I'll do some cooking. You can watch me pretend to work out with my resistance bands. Something like that. I'm going to grab this one last call, and then I'm going to wrap things up for the day or the evening. Hi, you're on another dumb show. Who's this?
What's up, Dom? It's Chris.
Chris, what's up, dude? How are you?
Not too bad. Hey, man, congratulations on getting the show going again.
Thank you so much for saying that, dude. I'm glad to be back. It's like I said, it's been a long road, been a very, very bumpy road, but I'm happy to be back, man. Thank you for saying so.
Yeah, no problem, man. I'm watching you on the 60-inch in the living room. It looks great.
Thank you. I appreciate it. How's it sound?
Everything sounds good. The dude earlier was talking about the delay. I have 0 delay on my end.
Okay, perfect. All right, good stuff. So maybe there was just a couple times where it was just a hair off, because it's just like if I clap, it's literally like 10 milliseconds off. So it's, but again, there's just nothing I can do about that. Latency's a bitch, man. Latency's a bitch. So, well, Chris, I'm glad I look good on the big screen. Take a picture of it, man. Send it in. You guys can always. I love seeing everybody's setup, seeing how we look on the big screen and all that good stuff. Chris, I appreciate it, man. You can email me anotherdumshow@gmail.com, and I'll try to get your pictures up. I love reading everybody's emails. You guys know that. If you guys got something going on in your life, you want to ask old Dom, you want some advice from a complete fuck up, I'll give you all kinds of crazy advice. Sometimes it'll be good, sometimes it'll be terrible. Who knows? But you never know. Email me anotherdumshow@gmail.com. Hi, you're on another dumb show. Who's this?
This is Jake. How's it going?
Hey, Jake. What's up, dude? How are you?
Doing good. Just want to let you know that I'm glad to hear that you're back on and whatnot.
Well, thank you. And whatnot, you said. I thought you were going into something else. Well, thank you. I'm glad to be back on and whatnot, too.
Of course. What's up with so is Mikey like is he gonna be like a co guy, or is he just gonna be on every once in a while?
I'll probably have on Mikey on pretty frequently, to be honest with you, because one of the reasons, I really love Allie and Dan, to be honest with you. I ain't don't take offense to this, Mikey. I did aim for Allie and Dan first, but I just haven't heard back from them because, I talked to Allie and Dan like literally just the other day, But the last time I said, hey, I think I'm going to go live on Monday. Let's aim. Are you guys around regularly 5 to 7? I didn't hear back from her. So I just, again, either they're not interested, which is fine. I understand. Or they got a lot going on and they just can't do it or can't commit or don't want to. I don't know. So I just didn't hear back. So I just kind of left it open-ended. And I just didn't want to sit here talking to my dog the whole time. And I actually enjoy Mikey. Mikey and I get along real well and we have a lot in common. So I thought it would be great to kind of bring him in.
Sure.
So I hope you like hearing Mikey because, yeah, he'll probably be around quite a bit. Oh, there you go. There goes either a cat or a dog bumping the camera. You'll note that will be the only thing. And Jake, I appreciate it, my friend. Seriously, thank you for watching and for calling in.
Yeah, most definitely. Have a good one.
You too, dude. That's going to be the only thing that we're going to have to deal with is every once in a while the cat or the dog will jump off the couch, and the cats like to just walk up to the camera. You know, they're all slinky and they like to take their tail and they wrap it around the leg, and then maybe if I just hook it just right, I'll take a step and I pull the whole camera off and it points at totally off to the side. So I guarantee that will happen at some point throughout the show. Hopefully later than sooner. So, all right, guys, we're back. Issue number 40 of Another Dumb Show. I appreciate everybody for joining. Those of you who are in the chat, those of you who joined the League of Dummies, I see there are quite a few people who jumped in. Nugget Man. I did see some other people jumping in there with that. So if I didn't mention you by name and you are a member, I will be sure to go through and thank you guys for doing that. And again, if you want to join and become a member of the Another Dumb Show channel, you can do that. It is a new thing. And there's all kinds of fun emojis and stuff I think you guys can do within that. So I got to dig into that a little bit more. That way you guys can have the fun stuff to play with if you do become an official member of the League of Dummies, which you can do by joining the channel. That's going to wrap things up. Make sure you like today's episode, issue, whatever it's called. Make sure you like it. Make sure if you've not already subscribed to the channel and turned on notifications, please take a second to do that. Because, like I said, you never know when I'm going to go live. I have no real restrictions with it. I can just go live whenever I want. I'm here. So I don't have to go to a studio or whatever. So if I just get the urge, I could fire this bad boy up. So I highly recommend turning on notifications. And again, please, I urge you guys, spread the word. Let all your friends know. Let everybody know I'm back. Go to work tomorrow. Say I watched Another Dumb Show. That fat fuck is back. Let's watch him eat Arby's. All right, guys, that's going to wrap things up for us today here on Another Dumb Show. That's all she wrote. I am out of here. See ya.